How is it going, everyone? My name is Ariel, and today I finally get to unbox the new Pegasus Blast CX starter set. Now, I'm not completely sold on CX just yet. A lot of people have their criticisms with it, so do I. It has many issues, especially competitively, but I just had to pick this one up because, as you probably already know, Pegasus is very special to me. Storm Pegasus is what I started Beyblade with about 15 years ago now. Jesus, I'm old. And plus this one just looks so cool. The innovative gimmick for the ratchet bit fusion called Turbo is just too interesting not to mess around with for myself. Pegasus being special to me is also why I really wanted a video of this on my channel. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. The colors, as you can see, definitely really pop on the box. We have the nice bright magenta for the accent here, where the name is, and then the teal underneath is a very nice touch too. Here you can see the different parts of the CX blade. Let me see if I can just zoom in a little bit better here without knocking the camera over. We have the three different parts for the CX blade, which we'll see in better depth in a second. And then of course this is a starter set, so it comes with a really nice teal launcher with a white long winder. We could always use more long winders in the current competitive meta. And just look at the colors of this thing, it looks so nice, and I'm pretty sure it looks even better in person. I saw one person that had it at my locals, and that's when I knew I needed to get it. Just looking at the box, just the standard, you got the parts list, let me zoom out a bit. Got the parts list, you have the CX logo up here. This is an attack type, right spin, of course. And here is the owner from the anime, Omega Shiraboshi, the mother of Tinka Shiraboshi and the leader of Team Zodiac, who are the main antagonists of Season 2. And this is her CX bait, is the upgrade to Aero Pegasus, which I do not have because Takara decides that they want to gatekeep certain Beyblades to those who can afford to keep purchasing products, or just get extremely lucky with a gacha system that really does not need to exist. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Here it kind of showcases the turbo. I guess you want to call it a bit. I'm just going to go more into depth there because the box, you don't really need to see the box. It kind of just shows, the tip. I'm just going to show that more in person. So without further ado, I am once again joined by my trusty scissors, and we're going to get this thing open. And here's what the inside of the packaging looks like. Right off the bat, you can see the white long winder. Looks very nice. I'm going to go and open this up so you can see it. And then of course they have a very nice presentation with the launcher. You can see the main blade, which, jeez, it looks so nice in person. Here's the long winder, which is longer than the average ripcord, just to give it a few extra rotations when you launch. And it kind of goes, you hold it like this and then pull outward, which I think is, personally I like it much better than the standard ripcords. Here's the inside. Gonna go ahead and open everything one by one. And here is the new winder launcher. This says Beyblade X winder launcher. It's a nice teal color. I think it appears a little bit more, a little bit lighter on camera. It's just not too different. But underneath it has the white prongs, and it does look really nice. Let me show you with the long winder here. And that's the whole thing, which looks very nice, in line with Pegasus for its color scheme. I think I'm going to be using this one personally. And here are the rest of the parts. Also, as I'm sure you've seen in other videos, this does come with something that is new to Beyblade X. This is an assembly tool, which we have not needed since the Metal Fight era, which is appropriate since this is the X version of Big Bang Pegasus or Cosmic Pegasus. But this, I'm going to have to show you in a second. But this is just to twist off the lock chip. And the only reason it comes with this is because, you know, the bit is fused on this one. Normally you would just stick a regular bit in there and just twist. You can't do that with turbo. So I guess they decided to include this little piece of plastic. Kind of unnecessary, but it is what it is. And here is the brand new bit turbo. As you can see, it is a fused ratchet and bit, so it's all one piece. It's basically the Beyblade X version of Final Drive from Big Bang Pegasus and Metal Fight 4D, or Metal Fury, which I actually have right here so we can compare the two. This is the clear WBBA version. So the gimmick, basically, you could see the, let me focus here. You can see the little tabs here. When you first launch, the centrifugal force forces it out like that, so it's more of a needle-esque defense type bit. Then when the base slows down, these tabs retract, and it goes onto this aggressive whole flat thing. So basically, it's the same exact thing as Final Drive. Starts off, this was a semi-defense flat, and then it just kind of retracts like that to a rubber flat. So this thing does start out at a 90 height, and then it goes down to, I think it was 65. So it is the tallest piece in the game so far, because we have 85 ratchets, we don't have a 95 or 90 yet. So this one is pretty unique so far. Not terribly competitive, but it seems pretty fun to mess around with, you know, just for casual play. So that is turbo, and here is Pegasus Blast itself, and it does look absolutely gorgeous. I love the colors on this. It does remind me quite a bit. Well, first of all, this is, or it seems to be, a tribute to Big Bang Pegasus, which again I have right here for comparison. But specifically, it seems to be based on the Hyperblade's version of it from Hasbro. I don't have the full thing, but I do have the faceplate from it. You can see it has like the blue and like a neon green sort of color. I don't have the PC frame or the Final Drive. It was the same color, but unfortunately those are lost. And it's extremely expensive to replace now, so I'm not worried about that. But this, the lock chip is translucent, so it does, the way that it catches the light is very pretty. And of course it has the metal coat, which is teal. And it does seem quite a bit like Aero Pegasus. Seeing as it is the new CX variant of Aero Pegasus, that's not surprising. And the white wing detail just makes it pop even more. So I'm going to go ahead and disassemble it. The lock chip isn't too tight, so I can just use my fingers for that. A better look at the lock chip here. You can see the Pegasus motif. And what people have pointed out that I really love in the detail of this is you see the spiral of its mane on the outside is made to resemble the Japanese logo for Metal Fight Beyblade. There's like a red spinning top sort of motif behind the lettering, and that's what this is meant to represent, and it does it very well. And it looks very blended into the motif with the Pegasus design. So it's just a translucent lock chip, probably pretty light. I'm gonna have to weigh this. Here is the Assault Assist Blade, which is also brand new, just came introduced on Pegasus. See, it's a three-sided kind of light. Not a lot of people are using it that I'm seeing competitively. Most people seem to be pairing Pegasus Blast with either Jaggy or Slash, most notably Wheel for stamina, but I do not have Wheel yet, so one day hopefully I'll be able to test it out for myself. And here is the Blast main blade. Zoom in again, focus, and this thing is gorgeous. It feels like it probably should be a prize bay. And from what I heard, it is pretty good. It does hit hard. It's good for stamina and attack. So I can't wait to try it out for myself, but I am going to be sad about chipping this paint because it looks absolutely amazing. And underneath, you can see it's a very thick metal around here. So it does have a good weight to it. The whole blade on its own is about 39, a little over 39 grams on average. So I'm probably going to weigh it off screen or something. I'm not too interested in that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put the whole thing together. Here's the main blade again. Now combining it with turbo. And this is one thick horsey. Look at this thing. That is chunky. The stock combo itself isn't that great, mainly because of turbo. But let's go ahead and do some test launches with it anyway. I went ahead and put the launcher on the launcher grip that I had prepared for Pegasus. Yeah, you can tell I was a little bit excited for this one. So let's go ahead and do some test spins with it. And I really like the feel of this. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Oh, right out the extreme zone. Alright. It was a little bit aggressive there. Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! A little bit aggressive. Yeah, you can see that the gimmick has activated already. That's when it kind of got that burst of power. I'll try one more time to see if it's still going to be like very aggressive. Maybe try tilt launching it. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Yeah, once it touches the extreme line, it just kind of goes wild. But you know what? This is still a lot of fun to mess around with. So let's go ahead and do a couple test battles with it. First with the first CX release, going against Drawn Brave on its stock combo, of course. I'm just going to do like maybe 1 or 2 rounds just to get a feel of it. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Alright, well, Brave did knock Pegasus out, but it bursted at the same time, so that's a burst for Pegasus. Very nice. Kind of kamikazed that, but it still got the dub. It's all good. We'll go ahead and do one more round for that one. Well, that one hit didn't damage the paint yet, so I think I'm not quite sure how many coats it has. It might be a little bit more durable than usual. Yep, there we go. Nice. And that's the spin finish for Pegasus. Moving on, let's try it against Hell's Reaper, a balance type. You can see a little bit of the scratches now. So you can zoom in a bit. Yeah, you can see some little bit of damage. It's just that one spot, I guess. So it's not too bad. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! You don't really notice it when the turbo gimmick kicks in. Alright, that's 1 point for Reaper. Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Technically, that is an overfinish for Reaper, but I'm going to redo that. Yeah, I don't know about Turbo, guys. I really don't know. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Alright. It does hit hard, from what I'm seeing. It does hit pretty hard. But like I said, the stock combo, because of Turbo, it's not very reliable. Therefore, it's not very competitive. Last but not least, let's try it against Fox, which is an attack type, but it's a barrage attacker. So let's see how it affects. Yeah, you can see a lot more damage on the main blade now. Yeah, look at that. Oh well. It's a Beyblade. It's meant to be battled. Nothing you can do. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Alright. I'm gonna give that another round or two. And Pegasus was burst. Oh, they both burst. Hold on. Okay, that's a double burst. Yeah, that's a tie. Where did Gear Rush go? It was underneath. Alright, let's do one more round of that. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Oh, okay, I think that's where Turbo activated and it went a little too crazy. So you can definitely see the pros and cons of Pegasus Blast, especially on Turbo. The main blade itself seems pretty good. It has a nice circular shape, it has recoil, it hits pretty hard. Unfortunately, Turbo really holds the stock combo back. I haven't really been able to see its gimmick too well. I don't think it works as well as it did back in Metal Fight, or even in Burst with Reboot. But nonetheless, I am very excited to see what this Pegasus can do. Definitely don't regret this. Like I said, Pegasus is special to me, so I couldn't resist getting this one. But I think that's going to be enough for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later, Bladers.